Awakening to awareness, the essence of who you are. Awareness is the silent witness to all that arises within you. It is the vast, open space in which thoughts, emotions, and sensations appear and disappear. It does not judge, resist, or cling to any experience. It simply observes. And yet, this awareness is not separate from you. It is you. Beneath every passing thought and shifting emotion, there is something unchanging, something constant and ever-present. That is your true essence. Many of us go through life identifying with the voice in our heads, believing every thought that arises as if it were the absolute truth. We define ourselves by our past, our opinions, and the roles we play. But what happens when we take a step back and recognize that we are not our thoughts? What if we are not the anxieties, fears, or judgments that seem to define us? What if, instead, we are the one who is aware of them? The key to inner peace lies in this realization. You are not the mind's endless chatter. You are the stillness beneath it. The moment you recognize this, a profound shift begins to take place. Instead of being caught up in the turmoil of emotions or the whirlwind of thoughts, you start to see them as fleeting ripples on the surface of a vast ocean. The ocean is your awareness, deep, steady, and limitless. Awareness is not something you need to create. It is already present. It is the one thing that has remained unchanged throughout your entire life. Your body has changed. Your beliefs have evolved. Your circumstances have shifted. But the awareness that notices all of this has never wavered. The same awareness that is experienced in childhood is the same awareness reading these words right now. It is timeless, formless, and ever-present. To truly embody this understanding, we must recognize that awareness is not just passive observation. It is deeply alive and connected to everything. Everything in existence is energy, constantly moving and transforming. Your emotions, your thoughts, the sensations in your body, these are all energy in motion. When we resist emotions, we block their natural flow, causing tension and suffering. But when we become aware of them, allowing them to move through us without attachment, they dissolve naturally, like waves returning to the sea. Dr. Zach Bush speaks of how emotions that are not fully processed take up residence in the body. They become stored energy, manifesting as physical discomfort, stress, or even illness. But when we become aware, when we allow these emotions to arise, be felt fully, and pass through us without resistance, we restore the natural rhythm of energy within us. This is why awareness is the most profound tool for healing. It is not about controlling or fixing, but about allowing and witnessing. So how do we cultivate this deep awareness in our daily lives? It begins with presence. When you are fully present, whether observing your breath, feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin, or listening to the rustle of leaves, you shift out of the thinking mind and into pure being. In these moments, you are no longer lost in the illusion of a separate self. You are simply here in direct communion with life. This is why nature has the power to bring us back to ourselves. When you gaze at a mountain, a river, or the vast sky, you feel a deep stillness within. That stillness is your awareness reflected back to you. The mind, with all its worries and stories, fades into the background, and what remains is the pure experience of existence, free, peaceful, and alive. There was a time when I would get completely caught up in self-doubt. A single thought, I'm not doing enough or I'm not good enough, would spiral into a storm of overthinking, making me feel small, anxious, and stuck. But one day, I caught it. Instead of believing the thought, I simply noticed it. I asked myself, who is actually aware of this thought? And in that moment, I felt something shift. The thought was still there, but I was no longer inside it. I was watching it from a space of calm, and in that space, the doubt lost its power. This practice of awareness didn't change my circumstances overnight, but it changed how I experienced them. I realized that I didn't have to fight my thoughts. I just had to stop identifying with them. So now, when those old doubts creep in, I don't resist them. I just breathe, observe, and remember. I am not my thoughts. I am the awareness beneath them. And that awareness, it's steady, peaceful, and free. Through awareness, we also come to see that we are not isolated beings moving through a chaotic world. We are intricately connected to everything. The same awareness that animates you is the same awareness flowing through all of life. This is why love, compassion, and beauty resonate so deeply with us. They are not external concepts, but reflections of our own true nature. When we live from this place of awareness, life transforms. Fear gives way to trust. Resistance melts into acceptance. And joy arises not from external circumstances, but from the simple recognition of being alive. Many spiritual traditions have pointed to this truth for centuries. Whether it is called consciousness, presence, the soul, or divine awareness, it is the same unchanging essence within us all. The more we remember this, the more we free ourselves from the illusion of separateness. We no longer need to seek fulfillment outside of ourselves, because the peace and joy we long for are already within us, waiting to be recognized. Disidentifying from the mind does not mean rejecting thoughts or emotions. It means seeing them for what they are, temporary waves on the vast ocean of awareness. This shift does not require effort. It only requires remembering. And every moment offers the opportunity to remember, to step out of the noise of the mind and return to the stillness of awareness. Ultimately, awareness is love. It is the open, accepting presence that embraces all of life without judgment. When we live from awareness, we move through the world with more grace, kindness, and understanding. We see beyond the illusions of separation and recognize the sacredness in all things. This is the greatest gift awareness offers us. The realization that we are not separate from life, but deeply intertwined with its beauty, its mystery, and its infinite unfolding. At your core, you are naturally peaceful, loving, and creative. The negative, limiting thoughts that arise are nothing more than passing appearances within awareness. They are not who you truly are. When you recognize this, you step into your authentic self, operating from a place of deep wisdom and inner freedom. True transformation comes not from fighting thoughts or resisting emotions, but from remembering again and again that you are the vast awareness in which all experiences unfold. This realization is not a one-time event, but a practice, a returning to awareness throughout daily life. Each time you shift from identifying with thoughts to recognizing yourself as the presence beneath them, you create space for more ease, joy, and fulfillment. Over time, this simple but profound shift can change everything. You begin to live not as a mind trapped in its stories, but as the open awareness that holds all of life with love, curiosity, and deep peace. So pause for a moment. Breathe deeply. Feel the presence within you. This is awareness. This is your true self. And in this awareness, you are already whole. Thank you for being here and for taking this journey with me. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What's one small shift you can make today to step into awareness and embrace the peace that's already within you? Maybe it's noticing a thought without attaching to it, or simply pausing to feel the stillness beneath all the noise. Whatever it is, trust that even the smallest step can create a ripple of transformation. You are already whole, already enough, just as you are. Keep remembering. Keep expanding. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue exploring together. I'll see you in the next video.